Hello everyone, continue our work with ERM model. Now we need to talk about the relationships. With relationships, again we have this ERD diagram, and in ERD diagram I just need to think about the following. How can I define the relationship? The relationship, it might be one of the three, either one-to-one or one-to-many or many-to-many. Let us think about it. Now, according to the design of our institute, many students, that's why we have this many, can enroll to the course. And in addition to that, for the course presentation, many course presentation can be held at venue. Many course presentation can be produced for a single course. Just one tutor or instructor can teach the course. Maybe in some other institutes, you can assign more than one instructor, so in that case, you can add many. It depends on your design. Anyway, this design, you can get it through that meeting and the interview and through the documentation scan. You have it for the institute. You can have an idea, and according to that, you set your system. This is now the relationship types. We have one-to-one, one-to-many customer places many orders, many-to-many students are enrolled. The course enrollment has student courses. So students can enroll to more than one course. And the courses, they can hold more than one student. So that's why we have such relationship, which is many-to-many. Now, the final touch to your diagram is the relationship notations. And the notations can determine if the entity is mandatory or optional. So here, as we see, the tutor is mandatory to teach a course. Here we can see the student, they are mandatory to attend courses. Here we have the courses mandatory to be presented in a venues. And the venues also is mandatory to provide a place for courses. So you can determine the relationship, and what it might work in one scenario or in one scenario might not work in another scenario. It depends again on the institute which you want to create the diagram for it. So from now on, when you try to create any database, you need to keep in your mind the following step. First, you need to go by yourself to the organization or to the institute in this scenario. You meet the employees of all levels. You start from head, the main manager. The main manager will give you an idea, give you permission to access to different departments. Try to gather as much as you can of documents, take notes. If you have questions, already prepare them before you attend such meeting. You might need to go for more than one time, because the first time you will find you'll get the information, but you still have gaps. You need to attend again and again to get more information. You need to get any archive files that might be exist in the system. Get a scan for all documents. Once you have all the idea, then you need to create a scenario. In that scenario, you need to specify just in words how the system is going to work. And according to that, you need now to start to build your ARD diagram. In that diagram, you need to specify first entities, events, relationship between those entities, and is it one-to-one, it is one-to-many, the type of relationship. And then from there, in each entity, you can specify the attributes, the primary key, and according to the relationship which you already defined, you can tell if the key in this table or in this schema is going to be a primary or foreign key. And from there, once you will have now the final design, and of course you need to deploy normalization, then your database is ready to be delivered to the developer. And the developer now need to write his own application to work on this database. In the next video, we have this scenario and we need to work on it. We will see how can we convert this scenario into a database, and of course database design by following all what we had learned so far. Thanks for watching.